where the heart is.
Welcome home.
A U.S. Navy veteran receives a mortgage-free home. We have all of the emotional moments.
Finally have your own room. Thank you so much, Mommy.
And a look at what's ahead. Saddle up.
I love it. I love horses, so this is fun.
Working with horses is truly a mirror to our souls.
The Irving Police Athletic League offers a new program, and they are not just horsing around. This new camp comes with some valuable lessons. Plus, the program offering free meals, an inside look at one of Irving's newest employers, and the effort to clear the shelters. Now on City Source. Irving is emphasizing water conservation during this brutally hot and dry summer. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. More on that coming up, but we begin with a touching story of a life-changing gift. Back in November, we showed you the big surprise for this veteran, U.S. Navy Hospital Corpsman 3rd Class Luisa Velez. She found out she would receive a mortgage-free home. At that time, leaders broke ground at the construction site in the Heritage District. Now, the home is complete, and it's time for the dedication. A lot of people turned out to show love and support.
Super excited and very overwhelmed.
Luisa Velez is only about 2 blocks away from achieving the American dream and her big dream.
You got it?
She is arriving at her new mortgage-free home.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
The nonprofit Operation Finally Home, the City of Irving, and other partners are making it happen.
We're excited for you to see what's inside. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
All of the space in this new home will be a big change for Luisa and her 11-year-old son, Spencer.
We live in just our one room in my mom's house. Oh, you're okay, you're okay. You finally have your own room. Thank you so much, Mommy. Oh, did I even do anything?
I'm very excited that I have my own room and I'm going to get to meet new people and I'm going to be able to make new friends.
Beyond anything that I could have imagined.
A big walk-in closet is part of Luisa's own master bedroom and bath.
My bathroom. No, look me in the eyes.
Okay, it's
my
your
bathroom.
It's a great day in Irving, Texas.
During the dedication ceremony, we learned more about the team responsible.
At Operation Finally Home, we work to provide mortgage-free homes and home modifications to wounded, ill, and injured veterans across the country.
Luisa Velez served 2 tours with the U.S. Navy in Iraq.
As a medic, we know that she saw things that she'll never forget.
She lives with the impacts of that experience. PTSD, migraines, and more left her unable to pursue a planned nursing career.
We live in such a great country, and we forget sometimes how fortunate we are to have the freedoms we have, but it's because of the men and women that do this every day.
And to Spencer, you are my world. I love you the most. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see you grow in this house.
Seeing our city come together and really get out here to support our veterans and especially paying attention to more of the mental, I couldn't be happier and couldn't be prouder of our city.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome U.S. Major Eric King.
Irving first connected with Operation Finally Home and the Dallas Builders Association several years ago to provide a home for retired Army Major Eric King. He remains involved.
I just want to say to all that who continue to support us veterans, continuing to support each other as a community, we love it, we appreciate it.
Mayor, know too that I'm certainly using you all as a model.
The City of Irving donated the lots for these homes. There's more to come.
There is more to come. So on either side of this house, there'll be mortgage-free homes.
This is an opportunity for us to really make a difference in people's lives.
Finally got you over here.
I know, right?
Luisa Velez is now looking at a long, bright future for herself and her son.
This is like the greatest thing that's ever happened to us.
To you.
To us.
No, you were the greatest thing that happened to me.
They are going forward together with dreams large.
I can afford college.
And small.
You're going to make stuff in here for me. I want a cake and I want banana pudding.
All made possible by having their own space.
It's perfect.
And the support of a community.
I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Really a great story to cover, and a number of groups work together to make that happen. I mentioned Operation Finally Home, the City of Irving, and the Dallas Builders Association. Also, Winston Custom Homes, NEC, and numerous others took part. Irving Mayor Rick Stouffer is working to get more cities involved with Operation Finally Home.
I love the idea that we're an example. Just think what could happen if every city would give one lot a year for a veteran. Just think what we could do. I think that's a challenge that we need to make to our fellow cities and say, look, this is an opportunity for us to really make a difference in people's lives.
Mayor Stouffer said he is going to bring up the idea during one of his regular meetings with mayors of major Texas cities. Also of note, the latest home in Irving was the 200th built nationwide through Operation Finally Home. See some of our earlier stories in this group with our Operation Finally Home playlist at youtube.com/the City of Irving. With rising property values impacting residents, the Irving City Council approved increasing the over 65 disabled person exemption from $45,000 to $50,000 for bills that will be issued this fall and due in January. To receive that exemption, property owners must apply through DCAD, the Dallas Central Appraisal District. That number is 214-631-0910 or go to dallascad.org. The City of Irving will be building a new central fire station in place of the former central station at 132 East 2nd Street. The new building is expected to honor the past while also providing advancements that will allow it to work for today's firefighters and house modern equipment. The nearly $7 million project is still in the early stages. Residents can view proposed designs and share their ideas during a public input meeting. It is set for Thursday, August 25th at 6 p.m. at the Heritage Senior Center. We'll be there to cover it and bring you a report on a future edition of City Source. With temperatures high and rainfall amounts low, the City of Irving is paying close attention to water usage. The Water Utilities team is stressing conservation and reminding everyone about the restrictions in place. Irving Water Utilities Director Todd Reck is here with more on this. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Let's start with the supply. How is it looking right now?
Yeah, our primary water supply is Jim Chapman Lake. It's in East Texas near Sulphur Springs. It's like all lakes in Texas right now with really hot weather. It's dropping. Part of that's evaporation, part of it's due to usage, but we're about 3.8 feet low right now.
And with that, we're using a lot. How much are we using each day compared to normal times?
Yeah, we're moving a lot of water through the system right now, as you can imagine, with the really hot temperatures. Each day, it changes a little bit, but right now it's about 66, 67, 68 million gallons that we're pushing through the system. We haven't seen those kind of demands in about 7 years, so this is definitely a hot, dry summer, and our customers are using a lot of water right now.
Yeah, and right now under current restrictions, and we have them on the screen, residents are limited to watering 2 days a week based on their address and never between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. How are those rules enforced?
Yeah, we have staff that's available, and we get a lot of phone calls through the day reporting customers that may be watering on the wrong day. We like to go out and visit with them, make sure they're aware of what our plan says and what it requires. And really our goal is just to try to make sure people are aware. We can issue a notice of violation, we do issue citations, but really try to focus on just making sure people are educated and that they're following our plan.
Yeah, and looking at this list of days, there are some days that no one is supposed to be watering, and there's an important reason behind that, correct?
Yeah, that's really important. On Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, those are no irrigation days, and what that's doing for us is allows us to fill our tanks back up. So the 4 days a week that everybody's irrigating, we're using a lot of water, it's pulling water out of our system. So we need to bring that water back into all of our tanks, and we have ground storage tanks, elevated tanks, and keep them full. And a good reason for that is we want it to be available when it's needed. With the really dry weather, we had a 4-alarm fire a couple of weeks ago. It used several million gallons of water, so we want to make sure all parts of the system have plenty of water available, whether it's for a customer need, it could be for a bottling company, for somebody irrigating, but also for firefighting.
And let's talk about some of the practices that can not only save water, but also money on bills. The way people water can make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're practicing good water efficiency, you're going to save money. And one of the key things that customers can do is practice the cycle soak method. So it's similar to when you get a good soaking rain. You want that water to come in and really soak into the ground. You don't want it running across the concrete. So if you have an irrigation system, you typically may set your system up to run, say, 20 minutes per zone. What we want you to do is not run it 20 minutes at one time, maybe run it 7 minutes, and then cycle through your other zones and then come back and hit it again for another 7 minutes. So let that water really soak in and do what it's supposed to do, and that's to try to irrigate your turf, your landscaping, make sure that your roots are really getting that water that you need, and that it's not running across the ground. So just some simple things like that can really make a difference in how often you have to water and then how effective that irrigation is going to be.
And quickly, let's touch on infrastructure as well. Even here at ICTN, we have been affected by a couple of nearby water main breaks. What is causing those right now?
Yeah, when we're pushing a lot of water through the system, it's not really any different than having an older car that you're typically drive 55 miles an hour. Now you're driving at 90 miles an hour every day. We're really pushing a lot more water through the system than we typically do. So when you do that, you're going to find some weak spots in your system. You're going to have more pipe breaks. We're seeing a couple of pretty good water main breaks every day. Lots of little leaks here and there on the service lines, but it requires a lot more effort for our field crews. You know, they're working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just trying to stay on top of all these things. So it's a big stress on the system right now.
But something we can all take part in helping to make less severe. Water Utilities Director Todd Reck, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And look for updates and get more background information at cityofirving.org/waterutilities. The Irving Police Athletic League offered a new program this summer meant to inspire young cowboys and cowgirls. It's a horse camp, and we stopped by to check out all the fun.
Good job.
While roping and riding,
Hey, there you go.
Some Irving youngsters are getting their first taste of ranch life here in the big city.
It's harder than what it looks, right?
The Irving Police Athletic League is hosting its first ever summer horse camp.
I'm going to let you practice with this one.
I love it. I love horses, so this is fun. I think it's actually pretty great.
Each day starts with chores.
Make sure the barn is clean. And we have to make sure that the horses have enough hay, food, water. Then we have to, of course, pick up the poop. A lot of picking up poop, because if it's not picked up, it could attract flies, which could cause diseases.
It's the curry comb, okay, that breaks up all that dirt.
Irving Police Officer Ashley Christensen started this horse camp.
I grew up with horses, and that's my passion, is to share that with them.
And says life lessons come along with horse care.
You just squeeze. You squeeze right here, and then they'll pick up their foot. You have to take into account every day making sure that those animals are being taken care of. So it's mainly just thinking beyond themselves.
The Irving Police Athletic League has offered summer hoops and kicks for years and is now expanding these free programs to include aquatics and more, all to provide kids positive experiences with police officers.
In all the camps that we do, we hope they see us and interact with us, that we're just normal people, that we're not big scary policemen, and that we care about the same things that they do.
So that gives her a nice gap for those shoulders to move.
Police are hosting this camp at the ranch of lifelong Irving resident Linda Ivins. Officer Christensen asked her if she would be open to it.
She talked me into it, and it has been the most marvelous experience that could ever happen to kids.
Because we can't take all the straps off if it's all connected together.
Along with all of this equine education, the kids also took on craft projects and games, including these stick horse races.
Okay, go. Now go. Good job. And let her come to it. There you go. Uh-oh.
Some of the kids plan to take what they learn here even further.
Put both hands together nice and flat.
I think that it's a fun experience, and it helps me learn to be a better person, because I want to be a veterinarian when I grow up, and I want to help other animals.
This made me want to own a horse. I don't want to pay for the gas prices. They're too high.
Oh, so you're going to ride a horse around town?
Yeah.
Whatever the reason for their interest, all of these young people are completing this camp having wrangled new skills, knowledge, and relationships with police.
It's just a really great opportunity for them to learn about something new. So then we take off the saddle, and then where do we put it?
In the tack room.
In the tack room. Good job.
And on a related note, the Police Athletic League shared some pictures on Facebook of the work to turn the old National Guard Armory on O'Connor into the new headquarters for PAL. We'll bring you more details on this on a future edition of City Source. Also this summer, the nonprofit No Kid Hungry is teaming up with other organizations to provide free meals. Check it out.
We are at a summer meal site today, so you're going to see really what free summer meals look like in communities. Childhood hunger, particularly here in Texas, as many as 1 in 4 kids could experience childhood hunger.
We want to make sure that we can get in the communities, keep kids involved, keep them encouraged, and make sure they're having nutritious, healthy meals and that nobody's going without meals.
We've been really lucky to partner with the Josh Howard Foundation.
Josh, being an ex-basketball player, is really big on health, nutrition, healthiness of the kids. So that's a big reason why summer meals are so important to us. We're just grateful. We would love for as many people that need the meals to come out and get the meals.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
We're really happy to be here.
Again, to find the location nearest to you, text food to 304-304 or go online to nokidhungry.org/find free meals. On your screen, you'll want to take note of the hyphens between the words. As the school year approaches, the company that hires crossing guards for Irving is staffing up. Samantha Frontera has the story.
The city of Irving helps provide crossing guards for Irving ISD. They do it through a company called All City Management. Ruth Escamilla has been part of the program for 4 years.
I actually started as a crossing guard 22 years ago when my daughter's school needed a crossing guard.
She says crossing guards are very influential in Irving.
Our crossing guards are the first thing they see in the morning, so that could change what type of day they had, and they're kind of the last thing that they see on their way home.
Crossing guard Jimmy Talaferro was in the U.S. military, and safety continues to be his first priority.
I enjoy getting out here and protecting the kids and the pedestrians crossing them every day.
A crossing guard's job is very important when it comes to safety. Due to COVID-19, here in Irving, there's actually been a shortage of them.
We have worked very, very, very hard to build up our numbers this year.
So they're recruiting. Jimmy says he recommends the job.
And it keeps me active, it keeps me walking, keeps me limbered up, and I enjoy it.
If you are looking for something to do, you have a couple of hours in your day, you want to make a difference in a child's life, make a difference in your community, we want you, we need you, come be a school crossing guard.
Samantha Frontera for City Source.
You can apply online at acms.com or call 1-800-540-9290. Under a new ordinance, short-term rentals must be registered with the city by October 1st. Short-term rentals are any single-family residential structure used for lodging for guests for less than 30 days. Think Airbnb, Vrbo, and the like. The goal of the new ordinance is to maintain contact with short-term rental operators so any code or law violations can be addressed promptly. Learn more and register online at cityofirving.org/STR. In economic development news, the company Fluid Life opened a new lab in Irving. The team celebrated with the Irving Las Colinas Chamber of Commerce, and we were there to learn more about the business.
What we're celebrating today is our grand opening of our newest lubrication facility.
This is going to be our flagship lab.
Our company is a reliability engineering company. We will test those materials inside that fluid and tell individuals the condition of not only the lubricant, but the equipment in question that lubricates.
First, thanks to everyone for being here. Irving is a perfect location for us. This provides us with an amazing pool to draw from for our workforce.
We're hiring the best people we can. All of our current employees that you've seen here right now have post-secondary degrees, chemistry, biology, engineering.
We have a great workforce here, great environment, proximity to the airport, and that's what drew this business here. That's what draws a lot of other businesses here.
We're excited about being here in Irving. We know all the other Fortune 500 companies that have moved here, and we're here to be a part of that.
They want to know that they're with people that care about them. They want to know who their community is and that the city is there to support them. I think all that helps build confidence in the business that they've chosen the right location.
I am so excited about the future here. I see nothing but growth opportunities, and we're just super excited to be a part of this business community.
Many of Fluid Life's customers are in the mining, construction, and oil and gas industries. Another business story now, Nexstar is the country's largest local television and media company, and it's headquartered right here in Irving. Employees help out through Keep Irving Beautiful. Take a look.
Today we're here at T.W. Richardson Grove Park for the Nexstar Media Group's Founders Day of Caring.
We're celebrating actually 26 years of going out into the community and giving back.
I think it's good to take part to help clean up the parks around us. I think it's a wonderful team building event, and I think it's great for the city. We did the same thing last year, so glad to be part of it again this year.
I just think it's a great way to just kind of take your focus off of your day-to-day issues and just, give back to someone else. It feels good giving back.
We're really lucky to have so many companies that really place a high priority on volunteerism and service. So we are really, really fortunate to have that here in Irving.
And here is a chance for everyone to make a difference with Keep Irving Beautiful. The group's 31st annual Trash Bash is coming up on September 24th at T.W. Richardson Grove Park. Registration is open now at cityofirving.org/KIB. I want to share some great photos that captured the scene at the most recent On Stage at Heritage event. It was movie night, and there are still a couple of chances to take in the fun of this free event series. August 12th is Comedy Night. Organizers recommend bringing a blanket or lawn chair for that. September 9th is a car show. All events start at 6:30 p.m. More info at irvingevents.org. The Irving Heritage Society will have the Heritage House open for free tours on Sunday, August 7th from 3 to 5 p.m. The home was built in 1912 and is a state historical landmark. The brother of Irving's co-founder lived there, and a visit inside is like a trip back in time. Also open for tours will be Mary's Playhouse. The family converted that from a chicken coop, and now some vintage toys are on display inside. It is time for our Pets of the Week, so let's check in with the Animal Care Campus and Michael Whiteside with the DFW Humane Society. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Thomas, how's it going?
Doing great. And before we get to today's doggies, let's talk about one of the more high-profile adoption events of the year, Clear the Shelters. It is underway now. How's it working this time?
They're doing a whole campaign all month long. So August 1st through 31st is going to be kind of Clear the Shelters month, which is really about raising awareness about shelter pets and doing some fundraising and getting involved in helping your local shelter, whether it be a nonprofit shelter or a city shelter. They can all use help in so many ways right now. In addition, all of the area shelters that are participating will be doing free adoptions or discounted adoptions throughout the month. For DFW Humane Society and Irving Animal Services, we will be having our big free adoption day for Clear the Shelters on Saturday, August 27th. You can check out cleartheshelters.com and find a list of participating shelters and see kind of what all specials they're doing this month.
And of course, we're partial to Irving Animal Services and the DFW Humane Society at the Animal Care Campus. And one of the dogs you have to show us today named Chance. And you want someone to take a chance on Chance, right?
That is for sure. This guy is really amazing. He's almost 3 years old. He was actually adopted from us when he was about 2 months old, and his name at the time was Piggy. I'm guessing he kind of resembled a piggy or something at that point, but he's a really handsome guy now. He's kind of a chocolate-colored lab mix. He's super sweet. His owner had to surrender him back to us because their living situation changed and she couldn't keep him any longer. But he's a super sweet guy. He loves toys. He's been around kids before. Good set. He's very playful, very friendly, and he's been around other animals. So he's kind of an all-around great guy. So definitely somebody should come take a chance on him.
Take a chance on Chance, or maybe Olive. Tell us about Olive.
Yes, Olive is beautiful. She is a 7-month-old German Shepherd mix. She's one of those that has one blue eye, one brown eye, so she's really stunning to look at. She was a public drop-off with Irving Animal Services, so somebody found her roaming the streets. She wasn't reclaimed, but she is another one that's got a lot of energy. She's very friendly. She loves playing with other dogs.
Oh, and look at Miss Olive giving her some kisses.
and she loves being around people. She has the German Shepherd look, but she's not quite as full as your German Shepherd, so she may end up being more of a thinner version, but she's just adorable and lots of fun to be around, so you definitely want to come meet her as well.
Yeah, and a good month to do that during Clear the Shelters a month, raising awareness all through the month of August, and then free adoptions on August 27th. Michael Whiteside, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. Check out the websites you see on your screen for the latest hours and to see more adoptable animals. Keep Irving Beautiful is recognizing people and groups making a difference. Next time on City Source, we will take you to the group's annual award ceremony. And a lot of students are well equipped to start the school year thanks to Supplies for Success. We'll have an inside look at the Irving Schools Foundation initiative. And Ritter, the specially trained dog that helps young victims at the Family Advocacy Center, celebrates a birthday, and we're with him on his special day. Those stories and much more next time on City Source. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also, find us on YouTube. Our channel is at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And while you're there, keep in mind that we always appreciate the likes and positive comments, so give us a shout out. And look for updates on events and initiatives across the major social media platforms at the City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.